All right, are you ready to live your best life? This isn't just a house, it's a lifestyle waiting to happen. Welcome to 123 Party Lane, where every day feels like a celebration. This magnificent property is calling out for that special someone who knows to live large and love even larger. Step inside and feel the energy. This open concept masterpiece was designed for the ultimate entertainer. Look at this spacious living room, perfect for those legendary house parties you've been dreaming of throwing. A gourmet kitchen that's functional and show-stopping. Whether you're mixing cocktails for 50 or just grab a midnight snack, this space delivers. Dedicated to staying in peak condition, your private fitness zone is ready and waiting. No more gym memberships. Your workout paradise is right at home. Picture this, morning, martini in hand, poolside lounger beneath you, not a care in the world. This is where you'll create those Simstagram-worthy moments. But here's the thing that makes this place truly special. It can grow with you. It's spacious and perfect for what you have going on now, but it could also transition. Home gym into a nursery, home office into a kid's play space to really grow and manifest. As you age, the house will age with you. This home isn't just looking for any resident, though. It's searching for someone bold enough to embrace its party lifestyle, confident enough to host with style, and wise enough to see the potential of whatever is to come next. So the question is, are you ready to make this house your home? Are you the missing piece to complete this perfect party paradise? Don't wait. Houses like this don't stay single for long. Hello and welcome back. I'm really excited today to be bringing you another build video. This one is kind of a bachelor party day house. And I had inspiration just off of Pinterest, and I thought it would be really fun to try to recreate it in The Sims. To start with, I have just spread out this massive platform across the entire lot as it's more of a raised space. And now I'm going to be building this kind of oddly shaped pool to go with this like kind of strange vibe. I don't know exactly what it's got going on for it, but I love that it's like a little bit of a off-center yin and yang. Then we're just gonna cement the whole lot and start working on the house. So the house is going to be right up on that edge as well, and it's going to be kind of this L shape. It will also be on its own small raised platform as well, so there's like a double raised platform thing happening. Took me a little bit to get the whole like half wall section figured out because I needed to get the stairs and everything in. So there's two staircases, one that will lead to the main door and one that will lead to the more side space over here on each side of the pool. Now I do realize that the main door is at the back of the house, but that's totally okay. Now we're kind of grassing in some areas to give it that still nature vibe and still like yard feeling, even though the whole thing has been cemented in. And building our little overhang here, as well as the second floor. And then the third floor, we'll go ahead and get the roof on, because sometimes there's something about having the basic outside structure of the house done that just makes it so the rest of it can like happen. It's hard to know like where you want the inside to be if you don't have the outside done. So I really like to go through and make sure that the outside of the house is pretty much done before I start working on any other parts of the house. So now I can start focusing on what I want the outside to look like as far as wallpaper and flooring. I wanted this house to definitely have that kind of like stucco, like southern feeling, I guess. Kind of like beachy vibes. I wanted to place kind of this large sliding door, and I realized that I'm kind of missing some space, so here I'm just going to adjust the house a little bit. It's all about part of the process, you know? It takes some time. Just got to move some things around. To give it more of a little intrigue, I gave it this little indent here. But I'm really liking the way that it's coming together color-wise. Just a little something like, it's something special about watching it kind of come together. I'm moving pretty much everything over to kind of give just a little bit more space to those stairs and more open space to outside. And then this part here is going to be like an outside inside piece. So it's kind of like that front doorway to this upstairs section. This house actually could probably be two separate houses, with the lower floor being one house and the upper floor being another house. The windows here were a little hard for me because I wanted them to kind of have that light wood white texture while also having, like, they could have that gray. But I wanted to keep them in that same family, but I wasn't finding windows that fit in that areas the way I wanted to, so I kind of had to mess around. I did not stick or restrict myself to any specific pack for this build. I'm just kind of going ham, letting myself use whatever sticks out to me, and I just kind of kept going with that. I do think Love Struck came into play a lot in this house, as I feel that that's kind of the style, even though I didn't put it in the Love Struck town. Now we're just getting the staircase in here to get that figured out, how you're going to be going from one floor to the next. My idea when building this house was definitely a bachelor, just that bachelor pad vibe, like a lot of parties, a lot of hanging out, having people over, just enjoying life, you know, not a lot of cares in the world. So there's a lot of party feelings that I wanted to portray, and not as much that feeling of like family. I've wanted to use actually make a pool with a diving board for a while, so I was like, I mean, it's kind of more of a jumping off point, but it's still really cool, and I hadn't got to do that before, so this is my first pool where I get to use that. So we're adding in another greenery area just to really break that part off from the pool, and adding in some green squares. I just like this idea of like those intentional square areas in the yard, where the yard shows through, quote unquote. Now we're going into the house and trying to just get some flooring down, so I have a basic idea of like the color palette I'm hoping to work with going forward. And I'm gonna start by mapping out where I want the bathrooms to be, well, the bathroom. And it's gonna have one half bathroom downstairs right here for all of the guests and the company to use. I wanted it to have that kind of like an elegant feeling. And this house, I really tried hard to make sure I was adding in decorations. I'm not the best at adding in decorations, so it was kind of like its own little like trial for me. Like, make sure you're using actual decor and clutter, because I almost never use that. I'm like, this is what you need to live. I don't need any of that rest of the stuff. So here I'm just kind of trying to get that nice central area for that middle island, and adding in all of the kitchen stuff. I definitely wanted the elegant kitchen look. And here we go, adding in more clutter, trying to remember how to put all that stuff in. Like, what do you need in a kitchen? Who knows? Tea maker, coffee maker, and then adding in little bar stools over there. So this is like the small kitchen island. Messed with the idea of having upper cabinets, but decided to scrap it and just move right along. Gotta make sure we have our burglar alarm and our fire alarm. And then a nice hanging lamp on the top there. And now I want to kind of find a good tile that I can separate the kitchen from the rest of the house with. And I went with this one. I think it's from Eco Living. And then I added in this nice beam to kind of add in that separation. So because I raised the flooring in this area, the wallpaper doesn't work as far as like it being lower, so I had to use one that didn't have a kickboard at the bottom of it. And now we're adding in a TV over on this side, kind of to give it like all the works. It got a little stereo guy, got a gaming console. Like this is somebody, like this house is for somebody that just vibes, likes to hang out, likes to chill, play games, watch movies. I finally decided to take that half wall out though, because it was kind of in the way. I like the idea of the half wall, but for the space it just really wasn't working for me. Especially since I still have that entryway over there that I'm not 100% sure what I wanted to do with just yet. Gonna add in a small dining area. I didn't want the dining space to be too far away from the kitchen, which is why I didn't put it in the front hall. But I opted to put a small entryway bar here, just because you walk in, you sit down, you grab a drink. It's a nice, like, you come right out of the pool area. Just thought that made a lot of sense. This nice little resting spot. Wanted to get a couch in there instead, something really relaxing. And I seem to have forgotten some windows, so we're going to drop those in. Finding the art pieces to appropriately match. I felt like art-wise, very sophisticated stuff, like very much like landscapes, these sensual pieces, like the feeling kind of feels. I think that's like the kind of stuff I imagine a bachelor having in their house, is a lot of like art of like landscapes. Maybe naked women, you know. There's not things like that really in there, so can't really add those. So for out here, I decided to do a little table with an umbrella, because, you know, it might get warm, as well as a tiny fire pit. I'm gonna switch all those around. Just thought it made more sense to have the fire pit like on the stone area instead of on the grass area. And now we're gonna start putting the pool loungers around. If you do like these videos, it really helps me out if you want to leave a like and subscribe. I really enjoy making these videos, and every little bit counts. It helps me, especially as a small creator, let the YouTube algorithm know that they should be, you know, sharing my videos with other people that might have the same interests as you. So over here, I wanted to add in one more little table with some more seating. I'm thinking like this guy has massive parties with like a lot of people at them. There needs to be seating everywhere. And I've added in another bar. This is the outside bar, so you can have your drinks inside or outside. I'm just trying to block in the rest of the inside space. The bathroom for the master, as well as the secondary room for the second floor. This secondary room for the second floor, I have decided to turn into an in-home gym. And then there's the bathroom for the master. This section over here is going to be the kind of home office computer space. So I kind of went with the executive desk vibe, with it facing towards the staircases and the wall of bookcases behind. We got a nice little chess table there, a couple of more activities to be done, and then we're adding in the workout equipment. I am using the workout equipment from the spa day. It's just kind of has such a like flowy vibe to it. I thought it matched really well with the way I was hoping this house would kind of go. That idea of kind of that free spirit feeling. Then I decided I should add in some mirrors along this wall here because why wouldn't you want to stare at yourself while you work out? That's kind of a gym thing, right? There's a little bench for you to sit on, and that kind of concludes the home gym. We're going to put a little place to put your shoes right when you come in that door, because for some reason my brain is making this door the front door. I don't know. And then right inside we have a dancing mat and a little radio stereo thing. And then we're gonna run right upstairs and start working on the master bathroom, which is definitely, I wanted to kind of keep with that almost modern-esque vibe, I guess. I have to work on learning my terminology, my house terminology. Definitely wanted just like comfort, just pure creature comfort feeling. And I couldn't quite get that curtain to go where I wanted it to, so I just made it work. It's a little off center, but I like the way that it kind of hangs off the side of the bed. All right, and then I realize I'm missing a lot of windows on the backside. I tend to forget what it looks like coming from the back of the lot, so I have to go in and add in some more windows. And then we're pretty much almost done. I have to add in some greenery here because that ended up being a bookshelf wall, so I couldn't put a window there. So I had this idea to maybe add some graffiti, but nothing really stuck out to me. So I just went ahead and put in some trees and then decided to add some thin windows right above the bookshelves. And now the house is ready to be sold. Your dream lifestyle is just one click away. And thanks for watching. If you liked this video, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below if this is your dream house.